Welcome to Strange Theory. Tis a Wednesday night. Dakota McNamara's in the house with his guitar, the Maxter. We are in the house, in all the way.
I don't know that we could be more in the house.
Or in the way.
Or in the way.
That was awesome. So, we'll start off quickly by mentioning our partners, as we always do. Boucher Levy's G&G Music, The Guitar House, Brick House Guitars, Acoustic Shoppy, Parkway Music, K&K, Gallagher, Alvarez Jerry, St. Louis Music, Yamaha, Close Guitars, Cody Guitars, D'Addario, Apollo Picks, Epiphone, Gibson, Blue Chip Picks, Tone Slab, LR Bags, Hosen Guitars, George Crackett, our good buddy, Emerald Guitars, our buddies over in Ireland, the Nova Scotia SPCA, Charmed Life Picks, Picker's Grip, Kennard Guitars, Nacogdoches, Texas, Edwinson Guitars in Fairhope, Alabama, Shenmo Guitars, Flamang Guitars, Cirrus Guitars, Rickard Banjos, Deering Banjos, and a brand new addition, actually a couple of brand new additions. One really exciting is Bedell and Breedlove have come on board.
Oh, nice.
And so has Bromo, as another company that's from China that's working real hard to make exceptional guitars for little money. And, yeah, it's a good night.
Yeah.
Good to see my brother here. I called him at the last minute, and he was like,
I gotta say, it is good to be seen by you.
Yeah, it's good to be seen by you, too. And, of course, the lovely Ginger's in the house, and tonight we're celebrating her birthday. So wherever you are, you can sing her happy birthday. We have a little thing here for her later on. And there you go. Mr. Clucky has sung happy birthday. That's pretty well all you need to have a birthday right there. And we are here. We are Canadian. We are doing our thing. We are drinking tonight Sea Fever Spice rum, made in Guysborough, Nova Scotia, a Canadian company, and Canada.
Yes,
and Canadian,
it's sure to put hair on your foot a bag long.
And also make you more Canadian.
Yes.
Yes. Canada. Canadians. Canada. We're Canadians. Have you never noticed I'm from Canada? Canada. And that's about
Moving
all.
on.
That's the intro.
That was it.
Canada,
Was
the
it. There it was.
goddamn
Gone.
yes.
Goddamn yes.
That's my new T-shirt. Canada, the goddamn yes. That's the new thing. We're all planning here to be Canadian for the foreseeable future, and in Canada. How many times can we say it? Probably a few.
Probably more than a few.
We'll just slip it in there.
We'll just every once in a
slide
while.
it in there.
Just
slide it.
little flag.
Slip it. Canadian. You think I look Canadian enough? Because I do have the death head of Canada.
The death head of Canada.
It's really
I
sending
think that's what the
mixed
flag
messages
should
to me.
actually look like at this
Yeah,
point.
especially for
Yeah.
Fuck with us. This
Yeah,
is what
this
happens.
is where we go. That's what your
Yeah.
skull looks like. After.
Yeah, that's what your face looks like after you've tried to take over the
Holy
Walmart
shit.
in North Sydney.
Yep. You get a
Yeah.
bunch of Canadians on the Sea Fever rum.
Yes.
And away you go.
Yeah, they tried to take over the Walmart
Yeah.
in London, Ontario.
Yeah.
They were besieged by drunken Cape Bretoners with boat oars and crossbows.
Where were there Cape Bretoners in London, Ontario?
Because that's where they would go to meet the Americans coming across the border, you know.
Oh, I see.
Over at the Wild Market.
Yeah.
You
Once-
want a buggy? Where are you from?
Yeah, that's right. And as soon as they step one toe across,
That's it.
400 drunken Cape Bretoners meet them there with the First
With the
Nations,
fiddles and the pipes and
the
everything.
all the First Nation boys from
Yeah.
Eskasoni.
Yeah.
And they just, it's a royal ass kicking, you know what I'm saying?
Yes. My jeez, they'd
Oh,
have
yeah.
the whole band there. They'd even have a trailer. They're pulling the
Oh,
trailer
yes.
by hand with Mac Moran playing the piano on
And,
it.
and selling donaires and all kinds of pizzas and stuff from
Yeah.
Halifax.
Yes, yes.
Yes,
Be
it
quite a
was
sight.
It was
my
a sight.
jeez.
It's a sight to see.
Sight to be.
I think it would turn out into more of like a street party than an invasion.
Well,
Like, people
that's
would
the
just be
whole.
like, you know
point.
what,
Well,
let's
it
just eat
starts
food.
out as a big battle,
That's
but
it.
the next thing you know, the Americans are all fucking drunk,
Well,
and
that's
they're
it. That's
they're
it.
dancing
You
around.
leave it on the ice, right?
They're dancing around. Yes,
Yes.
they're dancing around and eating their fucking donaires, and
Nobody even knows there's anything
they
going
forgot
on.
why they came here,
That's it. That's it.
and then they stay.
Kill them with kindness.
That's how that's how we build our army.
You
get-
pound their face in, and then you pound a bunch of donaires into their face.
Yes, and the next thing you know, they're right in
Yeah.
the Canadian military, right
That's
with
it,
us.
that's
Oh
it,
yeah,
that's it.
there's no good to come across. It's just no good.
It's an awful shame. Awful
It's
shame.
an awful shame.
I'm not sure what accent this is now. Where it
Yes.
came from.
Yes, it's that accent.
Yes, that,
That one.
Is this Cape Breton or
I think
what?
it's
I don't think it
yes,
is.
my jeez. If
Yes,
it's not
oh, the Lord.
if it's not the west side, I don't know
It
what
has
it
to
is.
be it's probably from Inverness
Probably
too.
from Inverness.
You could just hit them right between the two balls, and they'd be running back with the
They
tail.
run
between
right.
their-
Oh my jeez!
Oh,
you
my
punch them
jeez.
right in the shirt, and then they're-
Yes.
yeah.
Fold their fucking. It could fold. You know.
Golf
Roddy-
course. I'll give you a freaking golf course.
Roddy Jundan. Roddy
Roddy
Jundan
Jundan.
McIsaac. Roddy Jundan
My
McIsaac, now. He could fold.
tell you.
He
He'd
could
tell you.
fold one of those fucking guys in his clothes while he was still wearing them.
You almost got that right.
Yeah,
close.
that would be all. He would just put the two giant hands on the table as he did,
That's
and he'd
it.
look at these
That's it.
fellas and he'd say, "Hey, boys, I'm gonna do you a little favor. I'm gonna knock you down and shit in your hair." That's how it would go.
Then he'd go back to work in the blueberry fields.
That's
and that
right.
would be it.
The blueberry. Yes, let's go down to the Hoff and get plastered. Welcome to String Theory.
You've lost all your marbles.
Can't help it. 2 Cape Bretoners is no good.
There weren't many to go around.
Yeah, that's right. We might be the last
Only
two.
one or two to
That's
begin with.
So, what is the first Christian there? Birthday girl, ginger galore, the queen of my heart, the red-headed goddess of everything.
Oh wow, I got a
What do
promotion.
you say there?
It's a question from Justin Ferrier.
Justin, that's new.
Maybe.
Aha, I'm paying
It's a
attention.
possibility.
I'm into the sea fever.
Have you ever tried out a Yamaha LL6 and what are your thoughts?
Oh, the whole the whole L series line. Can't go wrong with it. I've had 6s, 16s, 26, 36, 56. The whole line. You can't go wrong.
That sounds like my string gauge.
Yeah, it could be. But yeah, you just can't go wrong. If once you start to get into that line, the L6 and 16 are made in the small Chinese factory because the woods and design is still coming out of Hamamatsu. And then when you cross past the 16 into the 26, 36, 56, those are made in the custom shop by 15 guys. Right? And then everything below that is made in the small Chinese shop by, I don't know, maybe 70 guys that do, parts and labor. Parts and labor. But if you're going to buy a 6, you might as well buy a 16 because there's only a couple $100 in the price difference. And if you want to go an extra $100, you can get the 16 Deluxe, which is, in my opinion, one of the best factory production guitars anywhere. You can't beat it.
What's the difference between the 16
The
and the deluxe?
16 doesn't have the abalone trim,
Okay. Yeah.
and the wood quality in the 16 is slightly higher,
Okay.
a better grade of spruce, better grade of
Right, but
rosewood.
the deluxe is just cosmetic, is it?
No, it's a better grade of
it's-
wood.
yeah,
too.
yeah, okay.
Yeah,
All
it's
right.
a higher grade of wood. But with that being said, Yamaha never uses junk wood. Like
Yeah.
even in their $300 guitars.
They don't compromise, right?
No, they use really good Sitka spruce tops. If they're doing laminates, their laminates are what they call a true laminate, which is if it's rosewood, it's 2 actual pieces of rosewood with a piece of spruce in between, not filler or press board or whatever the hell other people use.
Yeah.
They use, so if the rosewood grain is like this, they put the spruce in between like that. So perpendicular to the grain, so that
That's how you should do laminate anyway.
right. So it makes it exceptionally strong, and also allows it to age.
Yeah.
Right.
Same thing for multi-piece necks. They change the direction of the grain to make
Yeah.
it stronger. Yeah.
Yep. So, yeah, if you're gonna go for a 6, you might as well get a 16, and if not, that you'll be plenty happy with the 6.
Yeah.
I've never seen a bad one.
Yamahas
I've
in
owned all
general.
kinds of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you are.
Kuh.
Next.
Question from Adam K.
Adam K. He's back. There you go, buddy.
Big fan from Kingsville, Ontario. Did you ever get to hang out and play with Bill Bourne?
Oh hell yeah! Jesus, that's dozens and dozens of gigs with Bill. Yeah, he's. I miss him. He was one of the most brilliant. He is just brilliant. The guy was a genius musician, and one of the most brilliant people. He was just. The man had a. I don't even want to call it spiritual, but it was in a way. But he had this weird Zen outlook on everything, and he just never got uptight. The worst thing could be happening to you in the world, and you walk over and start talking to Bill Bourne, he'd be like, just zone you right out. And you what, really?
Yeah.
Oh, he had the big, deep voice, right?
Yeah.
Like, you need to just sit down, and he'd start talking about all this stuff, like flamenco guitar, and just like all and he had this way of just tranquilizing the whole room. Everybody would just be like so in the zone around him because he was so much in the zone. And it was a great loss. I saw him probably 7 months before he died, and I had no idea he was dying. He didn't tell me, but he was dying. He did, and I had no clue. He went into that great unknown just as slick and fearless as any human being I ever met. Because I couldn't tell he was sick.
Yeah.
I had no idea. He just seemed like Bill.
I felt that way about Bruce.
Yeah,
Because I mean,
Yeah,
I had no
yeah.
idea, but
that's true. Jethro was the same way.
Yeah.
You'd never known. The last time I saw him, which was
Yeah.
on
all
which
of a
was
sudden-
on video,
Yeah.
and he was days away from dying. The man
Yeah.
was still Bruce.
That
he just
video he
didn't
put
care.
out for Stanfest.
Yeah.
It was I just had no idea.
Yeah. I knew he was going to go, but I didn't know he was going to go that soon.
Yeah.
He was days away. And he was still
Yeah.
the same guy. And
Yeah.
he was texting me.
He was always genuine.
Yeah.
He was always genuine.
He was texting me and telling me things,
Yeah.
trying to prepare me.
Yeah.
I think really for my own demise. And I wrote him back and I said, well, I don't want you to go anywhere, but, I appreciate the pep
Yeah.
the pep talk. It's something else for a guy to be facing death, with a
Thinking
horrible,
more about his
horrible
friends than him.
cancer, right? And just being in so much pain. And he reaching out to his friends and going, you should think about this, this, and this, and this, because this is what's going
This
to.
is
Everyone thinks the same thing at the end.
Yeah.
So I'm telling you, right? Did that out of love.
Yeah.
And it's amazing. It's amazing. It's inspiring to have known people like that, right?
Yeah.
Makes us value our friendships.
Yeah.
When each time I lose somebody, and you're the same way in this business, I love you more, and I love gunning more, and I just know that there's, the special thing.
Yeah.
The brotherhood of music.
Every time I keep listening to Circle of Boots.
Yeah.
And it's just,
Yeah.
yeah.
And I mean, we can say the same exact thing, and I'm going to say it too, is that, you know, we're having fun and joking and laughing
Yeah.
and stuff about what's going on between the United States and here, but
Yeah.
the bottom line is that somebody said to me the other day on social media is like, yeah, so you no longer get to play American instruments, and I was like, are you kidding? Of course I'm going to play American instruments, because that's what this is all about. This is the way we fight this sort of thing, is to show the connection between them and us. That's unbreakable. Music's unbreakable. What happened when the pandemic happened?
Yeah.
Everybody went and bought guitars. Guitar sales went up 700%. As far as I'm concerned, I'm right now back in the pandemic again. I'm able to contact the people around the world that I want to contact through this medium. The people that I work with that build guitars for me in the United States, they're still my brethren, and they will always be my brethren. And they are the reason why we need to fight and stand together to keep things the way they've been, right?
Yeah.
It's because we are stronger together than apart.
100%. Always.
And music has so much to do with that.
Yeah.
You've been doing it all your life. I've been doing it all my life. There's nothing that brings people together, no matter what's going on, like music, and guitar
There's
especially.
nothing like it.
There's something about the guitar, and we've always known this. It's a magical instrument. It's accessible to everyone.
Yep.
You can learn to do a few things on the guitar very easily and feel quite accomplished and happy, and it makes you happy.
Yeah.
And that's the point. That's the whole point.
Yeah. I don't think there's any instrument that's been as learned and traveled
Yeah.
as the guitar.
Yeah, it's been
Maybe the fiddle's close,
been
but that's
1,000
about it.
years.
Yeah.
the fiddle, the guitar
But it's a different instrument.
historically
It's-
even predates the violin.
Yeah.
There are bowed instruments
Yeah.
around the same time, but the quarterphone instruments go back to Egyptian, 3 and 4 and 5,000
Yeah.
years ago, right? It's crazy,
Yeah.
and it's still here today, and we still love it, and it keeps us all together. I don't care who you are, where you are. I don't care. We're gonna stick together. Canada's gonna stick
Cheers
together,
to that.
and we're gonna stick together with the people that we love and our friends over across the border there, because they're rooting for us, and we're rooting for them. So there you go.
We're all in this together at the end of the day.
That's absolutely right, and but it's true, and that's why I keep doing this. That's why I did it when the pandemic struck. This is why I did it, because I knew I could reach people through that instrument.
Yep.
And I have, and we've done very well. And thanks to people like you coming in, and Coot and Gunning, and all the people that have come in here and sat here and talked foolishness with me, with all these thousands of people looking at us every week, and love all of you, all of you. Let's have another Christian. There must be lots piling up there over there. We went down a rabbit hole. Sorry.
There are
I
a
just
few.
want to make
No,
sure
there's
everybody
actually
knows
not
we
that
love
many.
them.
I got a super chat from Colin Ingram.
Colin Ingram, back again.
Good evening, all. Happy birthday, Ginger.
Sweet.
That's you.
Ginger, ginger, ginger day. Doody, doody,
That is
doody,
me.
doo.
Yeah, it's like my week.
It is.
All kinds of
It's
birthday
ginger,
parties.
It's the Ginger Birthday Festival.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
Super chat from Clarence J.
Clarence J.
Thanks for talking about Smiley Bates last week. Now let's talk about how Clarence White's family is originally from Rogersville, New Brunswick. So
Yeah,
cool.
exactly. They are. White. They weren't whites. They were LeBlanc, which of course is French for white. It's true. LeBlanc and the
LeBlanc.
white. And yeah, so yeah, there's a huge connection there, and there's a huge connection. Not when you talk about brilliant guitar players, I mean, Clarence White was a fucking god. Another possibly, arguably, one of the best guitar players that ever lived. Lenny Breau, right? His mother was from New Brunswick,
Well,
and his father was from Maine,
yeah.
and so there's a connection there.
Yeah.
And Lenny Breau grew up in Winnipeg.
Huh.
So another, he was a great Canadian in a lot of ways, and of course with a dual citizenship, he settled in the United States, where where he could do the most work with his music.
Mm-hmm.
Ended up in L.A., where unfortunately he was murdered by his wife, and but it's sad. But at the same time, there's connections there everywhere. Like you look around, not only him and. What was the other guy that we were talking about? My brain's gone. Lenny Breau and Clarence White. Yes, Clarence White also ended up, out of California. His family was ties to New Brunswick. There's a lot of that. There's a lot of crossover between the two countries, almost as much as there is between us and Europe and UK. And there's a lot of tie in there. So yeah, rum makes you think worse. Next. God damn, that's good.
There's actually no questions.
Really?
No. Oh,
No?
well, there's a comment from Stephen Baker.
What does Baker say?
Hey!
It says, Dakota's beard is making me jealous. I trimmed mine
It
over
should.
the holidays, and it's not
It
coming
should.
in like it used to.
As it should. Well, then we'll just play another tune.
It should.
Sounds like a good plan.
It should. Henry.
So the guy who was talking about the L6, this, my friends, is an LJ36. So this guitar was built by the workmen in Hamamatsu, and I'm telling you what, it's rare.
Beautiful.
The only reason I got this is because I was in a store in Toronto with Steve Piccone, who is the guy for Yamaha Canada, and he pushed a few buttons
Yeah.
and got me an artist price on this guitar.
They make one of those with a cutaway?
They do. They absolutely do cutaways, yes. So there's that. A firm selection of Kipper
Tunes.
that you could just about hear anywhere. Play better, but you're watching us, so tough shit. You signed in for this, so there it is. Dakota McNamara. The man with the most patience of any rhythm guitar player in the world. Kurt Arxt, what do we got?
The question from Corey McCormick.
Corey McCormick. Back, he's in there every cut. He's been there for 5 years.
Cormac Group.
How many months is he?
I don't know. Doesn't say.
It's crazy.
That's
Love
the
you,
fellow
buddy.
with the nose in the middle of his face, the elbow halfway up his arm.
I think so.
That's the guy.
Yeah.
Make a face like
His
it.
father's got that car with doohickey on top, the queer jigger inside.
Yes, that's right.
Yes.
The queer jigger.
What guitars can we expect to see on tour next week?
I don't know, but I could probably tell
It's a
you.
roll of the dice, isn't it?
No, it's not.
It's not?
It isn't anymore.
Okay.
I have,
He still does a random number
The book.
thing.
because there's so many, I've had to make a list of everything that I've got, and I've got to get them out on the road. In turn, they have to go out.
Yeah.
If they're not going to go out, they're going to ruin sitting here doing nothing. So actually, there's a new guitar
Oh.
that's not here yet. Yes. So what you're going to see on tour is going to be Boucher.
Ah.
I'm picking it up on the way up to Ontario. It is a Tourified Mahogany Dreadnought. It's the
son.
one that's on this channel. I reviewed it, and I think the title has something to do with me crying, because when I played it, I cried in the review. And so did Guillaume.
And Guillaume also.
We were
yeah.
both like tears rolling down, and I was just playing it. I was like, it was the most incredible thing I'd ever heard. And that guitar is being prepared for me by Julien right now in Berthet-sur-Mer, and I'm going to pick it up next Tuesday or Monday. I think whatever day I leave, I plan to get up there around 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And the very next day,
I still have to get up there.
yeah, the very next day I will be in Ottawa, the National Arts Center, I believe is where we're going to play, the small theater, I think, or maybe it's the big one. I don't know. God knows with Jimmy, he could fill anything. And yep, that's going to be the guitar I'm going to use on the whole tour. And I want to also make mention. There's so many things to talk about every time we get on here, but I will be making stops next week or on the tour. Yeah, next week at the Guitar House in Mississauga to see my buddy Stan Kaczemski. We're going to be doing stuff. I'm going to Brick House to see Roger Schmidt.
Nice.
Taking back a couple of these master level Hosen guitars that I've reviewed and had, and they need to go back and be sold. Masterpieces. Like, just if you can buy a Hosen, just buy it. You just never know when that might all end. He'll get bought by some big company, and because he's so good. Anyhow, that's happening, and yeah. So it's going to be a pretty cool tour. It's going to be out with a new guitar and going to see my buddies and making some more content with them. The Hosen, the Avenir JP Cormier model is up and ready to go for sale at Brick House. So there's those that you need to really check out because they're deadly. And there's something else. Well, I suppose we could briefly talk about, once again, I'm going to keep mentioning this because we're really working hard on this stuff right now, is mastermusicmethod.com. If you want to take lessons from me in a way that directly imitates coming to me as a private student, Master Music Method is the way to do it. It's only $25 a month Canadian or $20 American, and we're having the very first live Master Music Method meeting here on YouTube. Only the subscribers on the site will be able to see it or have the link. So if you want to join up, Join up now. It's a 3-day free trial. On the 4th day, you'll commence your subscription, and you'll be able to see the link to the meeting. I think it's 5 o'clock in the evening Atlantic time on March the 28th. And basically, it's just a meeting. It's a live meeting, just like this. I'm going to be talking to the students on the site, answering questions, playing things, doing stuff, elaborating on the lessons. So yeah, sign up. www.mastermusicmethod.com.
Well worth the money. Well worth it.
And another thing I want to mention right now that we did. Where did you go? Are you still? Where the hell did you go?
Who are you talking
What are you
to?
looking for?
You,
The Ark.
the Ark.
Yeah.
What the hell?
I
Did
don't
you
know.
take Dakota off
You
the
told
list?
me.
Oh, is
That's-
it because he wasn't producing for a while? I don't
Oh
know.
yeah, because
I've
you
been
told me to
closed
wait.
down for the winter.
He said
Closed
stop
down
talking
for
about
winter.
Okay, so
this.
you ready now?
So
though?
we're going to be opening back up probably in the next few weeks with the way the weather's been.
Okay,
Yeah.
so if you are still, I was wondering why. I just realized you're not on that list.
Yeah,
but it's a new list.
We've
so
only
I-
got a small shop, and I'm the guy.
Yeah.
Right. So it's I can only work with what I've got, and where we're at right now. We don't have a whole lot of. Well, I mean, I'm running off the power of the house, so
Right.
I've got an extension cord running outside. So
Right.
Come winter time around here, it's
Right.
it's-
But
I
if
can't
you
really-
if you are interested
Yeah.
in the Arc armrest,
Yeah.
this guy he's still doing it.
Yeah, there's a
Yeah.
guy here that wants one for his MD315 Mando.
Send me an
Perfect.
email.
Yeah.
Mandolins, they're an interesting one because I try to angle them up towards the bridge, which is a whole other can of worms. But yeah,
Yep.
send me an email.
And I want to mention also, there's so many people that help me and partner on the channel, and they're huge. It's a huge help. And I got a call from Ray Legier tonight,
Yeah.
and I didn't know this, but he is now making custom banjo bridges and mando
Ray
bridges.
is. No kidding.
And that guy is a monster talent.
Yeah.
He knows exactly what he's doing. So he's sending a bridge, a banjo bridge and a mando bridge down to me for review.
I'd be interested in seeing that because I've tried I've made my banjo bridge. I made mine.
Yep, these are
So,
all done
yeah.
with. His banjo bridges are compensated
Yeah.
specifically for banjo,
Yeah.
and he can make virtually any radius for mandolin.
Yeah.
He's researching my mandolin now to make sure
Yeah.
he gets the top arc and
Yeah.
the radius stuff right. And so yeah, we're going to be featuring his stuff. I'm going to
That's
put
great.
his bridges on
That's
my banjo
awesome.
and my mandolin.
Yeah.
And just one more guy around
Yeah.
here that's super talented musician and a
Yep.
super talented.
Evolving.
He's a craftsman, like you are. Like
Evolving,
you know
yeah.
what I mean? So yeah, there's all of those things going on.
Yeah.
So
That's great.
yeah, keep
awesome.
keep an ear out. If you have any questions or anything, want to know who to contact for Dakota's Arc or Raymond or any of these things, you can easily go on the site on the channel and find all these people listed. We're going to have Bedell and Breedlove listed next week. We didn't get a chance to do the bottom third this evening, but there I just had a long conversation on the phone with them a couple days ago. They're very happy. They're making me a Bedell artist. They're gonna
Beautiful.
I'm gonna have a page on their website and all that stuff.
Where are they from? You said
Colorado.
Colorado.
Yeah, I think it's Colorado. Yeah.
Yeah.
But they own Breedlove as well. Right?
Okay.
They bought
Yeah,
Breedlove,
they're-
or Breedlove
yeah.
bought them, or I don't know what the hell.
One or the other.
But they're the two companies are making stunning guitars.
Yeah.
You know, Breedlove's been around forever.
Yeah, you used to have a few. I know
Oh
a
yeah,
few
I
folks
love
that-
them. Now I'm waiting to get.
Yeah.
There's a new one. He's going to send me a couple of things for review.
Darren McMullen used to play their mandolins.
Yeah,
too.
yeah. So yeah, that's all very, very
Yeah.
exciting. Another partnership with a great American company,
Yeah.
and just to put those guitars in the hands of people, we're
Yeah.
going to put them where they're going to be played. And
That's the key.
it is put them where they're going to be played.
Yeah.
Forget all this other shit. Just let's love music and
Yeah.
guitars and go on. Kurt next.
There's a super chat from Blair Sveinson.
Blair Sveinson.
It's sort of already been answered, but for Dakota, retooled now for quicker fabrication of armrests. Sort of already.
I tried something for a little while. I tried a new process, and I almost lost a finger to it.
Jesus.
I'm going back to making everything by hand, because one, it's safer, and two, I just get more consistent results. It wasn't saving me any time. I was trying a process that was supposed to save me time in the long run, and now it's cost me a whole lot more time if I'm healing from an injury.
Yeah,
I
don't
got
be
a bad scar on this finger.
Do not
here
be
from
cutting
that.
your fingers off.
Yeah.
That would suck.
So yeah, still taking the orders, still doing the custom work. Yeah, I'm looking at expanding to CNC in the future, but for now it's all custom work.
Well, what we wanted to do, and we talked about
Yeah,
this,
we've got
we want to get Chris Meikle
yeah.
at St. Louis Music.
Yeah.
And we haven't. I mean,
I've got the design. I've got the design. So
well,
it's
we need to
just a
talk
matter
to
of-
we need to talk to Meikle, and
Yeah.
obviously the guys invested a lot of time in me because they put
Yeah.
out a friggin' Yeri JP Cormier model.
Yeah.
But
there's no one else making an armrest like mine.
No, there's
So
nobody.
that's the key.
There is
That's
no
the key.
one.
Yeah.
And so we need to talk to him because I'm pretty sure that if he saw one of these things in person and saw how it's fit and how beautiful it works,
Yeah.
they would literally buy that idea from you
Yeah.
and mass produce them and give you the royalties, and
Yeah.
you'd have no more. You never have to work again.
That wouldn't
know,
suck.
I mean,
wouldn't
think
suck.
about it. Like they supply, I don't know, what is it, 5,000 music stores across the
Yeah.
world.
Yeah.
They do worse products than that.
I was working
You know
on the
what I mean?
standard model.
More
yeah.
niche, weird,
Yeah.
whatever. So you want to do, like we said, you
Yeah.
need to make a Martin model, a Gibson model, and a Taylor model.
Yeah, I've got the plans for it. I just haven't had the. I mean, that's my side project, right?
Yeah.
So
Chris,
I
if
just
you're
haven't had the
watching
time
this,
to. Yeah,
This is the guy.
I would
man.
love to chat with you and work something out.
This
That
is
would
the
be
guy.
great.
If he has one of the most brilliant
Yeah.
designs for an armrest I've ever seen. I have them on
It
my
actually
guitars.
fits. That's
Yeah.
the big thing. It
And
actually
it doesn't
fits.
hurt the guitar's sound
None at all.
at all. It increases it by 20%.
Yeah.
I couldn't
At
believe
least.
it. I
At
couldn't
least.
believe it.
Yeah.
When you put one on the Mona
it's-
Lisa, right?
Yeah.
Which is like one of the greatest sounding guitars I owned, and it increased it. It
Well,
was
it's like
even,
the tone guard for the mandolin.
Yes.
You know, it just
When you have a big, fat, flabby ass arm like mine,
it allows
and
the
it's-
head to actually play.
Exactly.
and
And you're
resonate.
squeezing down on the top corner of that top where all
Yeah.
the bass response is.
Yeah.
This alleviates all of that.
Yeah.
So,
You get full tone and you get more volume.
yeah. Chris Meikle,
Yeah.
watch this and listen to us. We have $1 million idea. There you go. He's the man. He's the man. Kurt Ernst, I'm trying to help you, buddy. I know you're right. Don't tell me.
There's a bunch of people saying that Cosmo's music is closing.
What? You're kidding me.
No.
That sucks in a huge way. You're kidding me.
No.
Oh, no. That, shit. I hope that's not true.
I think they did a little Googling. Some people got emails from them this morning.
Cosmo Music was one of the most incredible non-chain music stores I have ever seen
Where at?
anywhere in the world. It's in the industrial section above Toronto.
Mm-hmm.
That's
And they're
wide swath.
unbelievable.
Yeah.
2 floors, like huge, the size of a Walmart. Like,
Yeah.
And everything from Loudons to custom, like just the best guitar selection I ever saw. I can't believe
Even
it.
compared to 12 fret.
Oh, they make 12 fret look like a closet.
No kidding.
Well, Stan Kaczynski makes 12 fret
Yeah.
look like a closet,
Yeah.
right? There's,
Yeah.
You get 3 times the stock and 3 times the level of awesomeness in Stan's place.
Yeah.
That sucks. That
Yeah.
really sucks, and I hope that is not true. But if it is, it's sometimes inevitable. when you don't have
It's a different world out there.
you don't have the
Yeah.
private financing and people to Stan Kaczewski is really lucky with Guitar House because it's his money.
Yeah.
He is invested in all of this, and it's working out for him.
Yeah.
And I hope it continues to work out for him because he does a great job. He does a great
Nowadays,
job.
social media makes a big difference.
Yeah.
So.
And Cosmo has a huge social footprint. But
Yeah.
man, I hope that's not true. And if it
Yeah.
is, man, those guys were fantastic. It's a great store.
Maybe there'll be some good sales.
Yeah, if I hate to say it, but if they are
Could be an
liquidating,
opportunity.
man, if they're liquidating what they got, holy God, you better get over there because
Yeah.
there's some
I wonder
guitars.
what the reasoning is, because if it's just
It could
run
be-
its course, or if it's just the owners have run their course, or
It could be all the problems
It
that are
could be,
happening
yeah.
right now with tariffs and taxes and people fighting and bickering, and
could be.
it could be that, right?
I mean,
I don't know how that plays out.
Or maybe they're just
those
moving
stores
online or
created
something.
enough problems.
Yeah,
So.
I don't know how that plays out with a store that's buying from virtually every continent. They're buying from Japan, they're buying from China, they're buying from the States, they're buying
Yeah.
from Ireland,
Yeah.
the UK, Europe. You know what I mean? I don't know what that. I don't know what it means.
Yeah.
So yeah, hopefully we'll just cross our fingers and hopefully that's not true. But something tells me
Yeah.
it wouldn't surprise me at this point to see someplace that awesome
Yeah.
just have to close down because the business is not there as it was. Because guitar sales were up 700%, but they're still up 300.
Yeah.
But it's halved
Yeah.
what it was. But another good point to make is that the smaller builders, like my buddies, Gallagher,
Yeah.
Boucher, Crackett, Edwinson, Kennard, like all those guys, their sales are way up. And that says something that there's
Quality.
it's still there. The market's still there. We just gotta
Yep.
hang in and do what we gotta do,
Absolutely.
right?
Yeah.
Next. And Jill had to go for a pee-pee. And Ginger's back at the podium.
Over
There
here.
you go. There you go. What you got over there, Ginger?
Question from Corey McCormick.
Corey McCormick.
Is there a way to tighten up tuning pegs? My Yeri Gototh?
The what?
Gotoh. Goto?
Goto.
Goto, yeah.
510 are very loose, I find. They spin much faster than my other guitars.
Oh, so you mean the actual
The tuners, yeah.
the buttons?
They're
Well, Gotos. What are they? How do they work? What the hell?
I think
So-
they're just set to a certain
Yes, but these can get loose.
Yes.
That's why there's a screw in the top, right? So
Could be that, or he could be talking about the.
Well, either way, you can just tighten them. If there's a nut here that's moving around, tighten that down, and check all. If there's screws like these in the back, tighten those down.
I think he means the actual,
And if these actual knobs are getting loose, try tightening the screw. And if that doesn't help, it means the gear inside is getting worn out.
I mean, the gears are set
Right.
to a certain percentage as well. So
Yeah,
if,
it's a
if you're
ratio.
talking about the gear ratio, then those are set to a certain.
Oh yeah, you can't change
you
those.
can't change that. But if you've got loose parts, you may just want to look for a fresh set of tuning heads.
Yep. But
and
make
it
sure
might
you
be-
tighten all the screws though,
Yes.
because that happens. You
Yeah.
use stuff.
You should be
long
doing
enough-
that every time you change your strings. You
Yeah.
should be making sure everything is
I would-
tight.
I would do it once a year. If it didn't indicate that there was
Yeah.
a problem, right?
Yeah.
But I would just go around everything and make sure all the screws were tight.
Yeah.
Now, mind you, if you tighten the screws on the end of the buttons,
Oh yeah.
it can cause them to be super tight.
Yeah.
So it's a weird balance.
I
right?
usually just check if they're tight.
Yeah, they need to be
You
almost
don't necessarily need to
like
tighten
thumb tight.
the nut where your string meets.
Yeah.
I always make sure that that's nice and tight. All your screws, check them once a year.
Yeah.
Maybe and just check them.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean to tighten them.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to strip the hole. Because
No.
then you get a whole other
But
set of problems.
If you're tuning, if you're stringing your guitar, and the machine head rattles around without pressure on it,
Oh yeah.
you need a new machine head. You're not supposed to do that. Or if when you tighten the string, you can back it off a quarter inch and nothing happens to the tone.
Yeah.
That means the gears inside are worn out. So, yeah, you might just need another set of machine heads, and in that case, I would definitely buy the Rickard Cyclones.
I saw those.
Oh, man.
That's the banjo.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
They're building
they're
them
beautiful.
4 guitars.
They're beautiful.
I have a set on Ivory Girl, and I have a set on the new Crackit that's coming to me.
Yeah.
And the guys at Rickards have shortened the spindle
Yeah.
to be guitar height.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, wow,
They're
what a
beautiful.
difference. What a difference to have that kind of control
Yeah.
on a guitar
Yeah.
as opposed to a banjo. Like it's almost
It's
wasted on a
almost
banjo.
like using. Yeah, that's part of why I like the slotted headstocks. Is because they're a pain in the arse to wind right from the get go. But once you've got them, like that tension makes a difference.
It does. Absolutely. So, we're going to have a little birthday thing now for Ginger. Ginger birthday. Ginger birthday thing. Pass me that little deal over there.
Oh,
Because we got things.
that's it's sinking.
So there you go. This is we have the birthday cake for Shinjandra. And we're only, she is 30 something. That's all we're admitting
She's
to.
3 years old.
That's all we're admitting to. So we're going to sing for her now. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Ginger. Happy birthday to you. And we're just going to go right here. And she's going to come in. Oh, you're coming over here?
We're going to come over there.
We're going to come right over here.
We're going to come over
She's
here.
gonna
It's
blow
the
the
backwards
candle.
3 now.
Candle,
Oh my
light the
gosh.
And
Oh,
you
there
go.
it is.
Yay! Happy birthday, Ginger.
Ginger.
We would be nowheres without her. She is the yin to my yang, and the Lego to my heel, and the punch to my face when I need it. So there you go. There you go, boys. She's 30 some. All right. And we're gonna have to eat that after the show.
Yes, it looks
So,
delicious.
we gotta
Cheesecake and
We
chocolate.
gotta get
and
the hell
caramel.
out of here because that thing's gonna be gone as soon as we
Yep.
We'll all have diabetes.
Yes, we're gonna have instant diabetes. Okay, Ella, any questions? Any questions? We got 5 or 10 minutes left.
There's a super chat from JJ Allen.
JG Allen, how you doing, buddy?
The Jimmy Rankin live sure was a hoot. Hoping you will schedule a JP concert for us like that since you won't be touring in the States for the time being.
Oh well, you never know.
Maybe.
You never know. You never know. Kerr next.
I think you can be convinced.
They call it the U.S. tapes, the States tapes.
States tapes, there you go.
Anybody else over there?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
There was a question before, I can't find it now, about what tuning Dakota uses and the strings.
Oh Jesus, you tell them.
I've answered this before. Does anyone know?
No.
They know it's
They do
different.
not know.
They know it's different.
Sudsy says he doesn't recognize any chord shapes you're making.
You shouldn't, because I'm pretty sure I'm one of like 2, maybe 3 people that ever play in this tuning.
Jesus.
The tuning is D A D A D E.
Yeah, how are you thoroughly confused yet? I can't even figure that one out. I don't know how you do it, but it's awesome.
We meant to do a whole segment on that, actually.
I
once
know.
upon a time.
One of these times we're going to have to do that.
Yeah.
Talk about not only that, but why you chose that. And
Yeah,
and
that's
how
an interesting story.
Because you not only do you play in that tuning, you developed a whole
Yeah.
encyclopedia of chords.
I went from 3 guitars to 1 guitar in that tuning.
Right. Yeah. It's pretty amazing.
Yeah. Shortly
We will-
after I actually got to open for you for the first time.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Well, we're going to have a talk about that one time
We
on
will.
the show.
Yeah.
That might be a
We'll
guitar.
do a show on it.
That might be a guitar stuff with John episode.
That would be great.
Yeah.
That's a great idea.
Okay, Connects. Anybody else?
Super chat from Steven.
Stephen Becker.
Stefan.
He says, "Do the candle over. It was out of frame."
Do the candle over. It was out of.
Yeah,
That was highly
Get
intentional.
over it.
It's highly intentional. Yes.
You'll get over it.
Connects.
He also says, "Is JP quite large or is that cake quite tiny?"
Both.
Yes.
Connects. Yes. Yes.
I asked for a small cake so I didn't have to eat a big cake.
Yeah, because it's like festival week here for her. She get like 9 parties.
There's a few other cakes coming down
Yes,
the
yes.
line. I don't need to eat all of them. Da-da-da-da-da. I think that's it.
There you go.
All right, then. The question is, to get on our prize list for 2025, we're up to 9 people. We're going to add number 10 tonight. And the question is fairly simple. I want you to tell me I mentioned 2. I want you to do this. It could be hard. No, I'll tell it anyway. 2 guitar companies have signed on with us on the sponsors list, and I mentioned them both tonight. Well, one of them is 2.
Yeah.
I'll take either one of those.
That's fair. Yeah.
But there was 2 companies. There's actually three brands. But I'll take either one of the 2, and then the other one that I mentioned from our friends over in China who are building it. So if you can give me 2 of those companies, you're in the money. You're in the money. I'm waiting for money.
So they need 2 companies?
Yeah, they need 2 of them.
Oh.
The American one of the American ones, and the Chinese one.
The
Might
first
be able
one
to
with
get that.
the first one with 2 was Rob Richardson with Breedlove and Bedell.
Well, that's the 2 American ones, but he's missing the Chinese one.
But did you say it had to be the Chinese one and the
I think
American
you've
one?
only
No,
mentioned it once through this whole thing.
Yeah, I mentioned the other one was too.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so you got the
You guys are gonna
American,
have to
you got
get
the
over it.
American guys. There was another company, I
Everybody
mentioned-
said Bedell, Breedlove, Bedell and Hosen.
nope
They were already there.
Did you do a review on them?
on the. Oh no, not yet.
Ah, well, maybe that's
Yeah,
the kicker right there.
maybe they didn't catch
They
it.
may not.
I think we got one right now. Oh, this one. Do we take spelling errors?
Oh, yeah,
I think
sure.
it might be a typo because it's the letter right next to the key. J.J. Allen says Bedell and Bromo.
Yep.
That's it.
He actually typed Bromi, but it's the next
There you go,
key.
J.J. Allen. J.J. Allen with Bedell guitars and Bromo guitars out of China. And you are number 10 on the list. So 40 more to go before we have the draw this December.
There you go.
And, yeah, we'll just play a little tune on the way out here, maybe.
May as well.
It's a good idea.
And we love you. And elbows up, boys. Beat this poor thing to out of 10. Anyhow, we love you. Special thanks to Dakota McNamara, and happy birthday to Ginger. Happy birthday to her. It's birthday festival week, and she gets all the cakes and the presents and the stuff. Okay,
You write songs for a living.
what's that?
And you write songs for a living.
Well, you know, it is what it is. Oh, now there goes a copyright ding. Damn it. We love you, and we love our partners, and we love all of you, and
Oxygen.
hang in there with us. We're all going to come out of this together. That's how we're